Thanks very much. Hi, Derek. Belated happy birthday. I'm not sure what was on your birthday wish list, but did you get a bunch of bruises yesterday for your birthday with a franchise record 11 shot blocks?
Not too bad. Yeah, I think 11's a little high. I don't really think I really had that many, but very generous stat keeper.
We'll go next to Kelly Moore from CJOB. Go ahead, Kelly.
Thanks very much. Derek, whether it was 11 or whether it was 9 or 7, I guess is immaterial, but can you walk us through the process of blocking a shot? I can't imagine that it's got to hurt like hell, and yet you keep on doing it. So what goes through your mind after you've still got a stinger from the third or fourth one, and now you're getting ready to block the fifth or sixth one? And is there an art to it to try to, prevent yourself from getting taken out of the game because of that?
I mean, when you're playing the game, you're just you're not really thinking about it, and then it just kind of happens naturally. I'm sure it's kind of like that for Scheif and Wheels making plays. It's just kind of like that for me and blocking shots. So yeah, it sucks sometimes, but if you get them in the shin pads or in the pants, it's not bad.
We'll go next to Ken Weaver from Sportsnet. Go ahead, Weaver.
Afternoon, Derek. Obviously some big news on the coaching front to a team you're familiar with. You're also familiar with Daryl Sutter. What was it like what was your experience like playing with him, and what kind of impact do you expect him to make with the Flames?
Yeah, I mean, he's a great coach. He's won a lot of games, and he's a hard coach, and he's hard on his guys. I'm sure he'll do a really good job at getting the most out of those guys in Calgary.
We'll go back to Mike McIntyre from the Free Press. Go ahead, Mike.
Sorry, Derek, just one more on the shot block. When you're playing a team like Montreal, obviously you're aware of who they have maybe on the other end of those shots. Does a Shea Weber block feel different than maybe some other guys? He's done a lot of damage with that shot over the years.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a little different when he's winding up for a slap shot from the point compared to a forward who's a little closer to you. But it's kind of what you got to do to help the team win. So you just kind of do it.
And we'll go to Ken Weaver from Sportsnet. Go ahead, Weaver.
Derek, when was that a skill that you got good at? And is there a video element to it? Because again, in practice, you don't want to be taking slappers off the ankle all the time. I mean, is it something that you study off ice as well as taking the instinct of it when you're on the ice?
Not really. When I was in LA, John Stevens was our D coach, and he would bring out like these kind of foam pucks, and he would fire them at us. And so we'd kind of work on technique that way, and just kind of getting your angle right from the front net to the net front, like up to the point. And so it was definitely a skill you can work on. Him and Matt Green were great as far as like teaching me how to do that.
And final question to Kelly Moore from CJOB. Go ahead, Kelly.
Hey, Derek, you mentioned the 11 shot blocks might be a little on the high side. The stat sheet said 42 hits for Montreal, and you playing defense, I would imagine you'd have been on the receiving end of them. From what you have seen from Montreal in the first 3 games, are they more on the physical side in terms of getting to you guys on the retrievals and that sort of thing, or would that also maybe just a touch generous?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really remember 42 hits. I think that seems a little high, but I mean, they're a very good forechecking team. I know I kind of have them pegged as more of like a skill, kind of like Buzia kind of thing, as far as more than finishing their checks hard. But I mean, they're really good on the forecheck, so maybe they did have 42.